Well, this is certainly a Billy Booster of a review. We're looking here at 6 accessories from NZG, and that includes 3 metal containers, 2 waste containers, and a set of forks for an Atlas wheel loader. Let's start with the containers, and they all come in NZG branded boxes. And if we pull out the insides, we see the container is packed within a pair of expanded polystyrene trays. The first thing to note is that the containers are all made of metal, and they're heavy and solid feeling as a result. The first container is in the colours of the Vancy Demolition Company Cardem, and is nicely finished with the silver door bolts. The next container is in the colours of the Vancy Company ETF, and it has the most interesting graphics of the 3, and that includes some lettering which is absolutely pin sharp. The final container in the set is in the colours of the Vancy Company Eurovia, and again on this one the paint and graphics are very nicely done. These containers would actually make nice paperweights, but of course they go best with other models. So here let's just put them on a truck, but actually we've got 3 containers, so where do we put the third one? Well, let's try extending the truck and putting the third one on. You don't normally see a configuration like this, and although it fits pretty well, perhaps it does look a little bit stupid. So let's try something else to see if we can get it to look better. Let's close up the truck to a normal length. Ah yes, that's what we like to see. Genuine Cranes Etc. innovation. In summary, these are nicely made containers in a limited edition, so they're recommended. Next up, we'll look at a pair of small builder's waste containers. These are packaged in plastic bags and they're simply stapled to some NZG branded card. Watch closely as the Cranes Etc. technician makes a fool of himself trying to get the parts out of the bag. But these are highly technical operations that do take years of training. These skips are made in 2 colours, and as you might guess, this is the green one. And they're nicely made metal parts and include some realistic looking chains to go with them. If it turns out that green is not really your colour, then you can go for a blue one instead. These containers are not very large, so they really look best on a smaller crane. And for this demonstration we've got an old Liebherr Form 6 out of the museum. The container hangs nicely enough in a loaded position, or alternatively you can display it being tipped and emptied. These parts are small, so they're a little bit pricey, but they're good quality, so they're recommended. The last of the accessories are forks and a pallet for the Atlas Vacor AR75ET wheel loader. And again, the parts are just delivered in a plastic bag attached to some card. Okay, our man seems to be doing a little bit better getting the parts out this time. And here we are out on site attaching the frame to the Atlas Vacor. The frame replaces the bucket and it pins into position. And then you can slide the 2 forks on. All of the parts are metal and you can position the forks anywhere along the frame. Also included with the kit is a small plastic pallet which you can rest on top. But let's try to put the forks through the slats in the pallet. As you can see, that's not such a good fit because it's just a bit too tight. Of course, if you've got your own load such as a pallet of bricks, then you can make a very convincing looking display. Overall, this is a reasonable quality part which gives some flexibility to the base model, so it's recommended.